Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it. So here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So, this portable generator showed up at my place without any issues, and I was curious to see what I was getting into. Unboxing revealed a screw and a nut sitting at the bottom of the box, which I initially assumed were extras until I realized where they belonged. It took only a few minutes to bolt on the wheels and the bottom feet, though one of the bottom foot holes needed to be re-drilled because an engine mount was partly blocking it. Not a big deal, I just drilled the hole, touched up the area with paint, and moved on, because I plan to keep this thing for a long time. My old unit ran for 21 years, and that little history tinted how I approached this one. I eventually found where that extra bolt goes into the engine mount, so I installed it, added oil, poured a little fuel, plugged in the battery, and it fired right up. It came with some tools and solid instructions, and I appreciated that because the setup felt straightforward rather than mystifying. This feels well built and solid, a heavy unit with a lot of options, and the price is hard to beat. I was tempted by a Duromax model for a moment, but the reviews were mixed and the price was higher, so I stuck with this one. In terms of performance, this tri-fuel generator offers a surge around 14,500 watts and runs comfortably around 11,500 watts. The practical reality is a bit different if you push it to the max because there are a couple of built-in limits. There's a 39 amp output breaker that caps the practical output at just over 9,300 watts, and the voltage regulator is only rated up to 8,500 watts. So the feeling is that you're not getting a true 14.5 kilowatts out of it. The system taps out once you push past those limits, and the voltage tends to drop more noticeably beyond that point. Given the increasing frequency of power outages, I decided to go for this size on sale. Balancing cost with capability, the unit runs on propane very well, and it also behaves well on natural gas once you add an inline regulator. Noise is a touch quieter than some competing models, about 6 decibels lower than a 9,500 watt reference, which makes late night or early morning use a little easier on the nerves. The overall package feels well thought out. Sturdy construction, straightforward setup, and the flexibility of fuel options. I'm hopeful about longevity, especially given the attention to finish and the fact that I expect this to be a long-term helper. If you're weighing similar options, this seems like a solid choice for the price, with the caveat that you won't get a full 14,000 plus watts under steady heavy load due to the breaker and regulator limits. I would give this a 5 out of 5 based on real-world use and value, and I hope my experience helps others decide what makes sense for their setup.